Hello everyone, this is a Crypto Sailors channel. Today we will review on how to configure your Moonbeam RPC server and connect it to the Axelar mainnet node. To install the Moonbeam node, we need 8 CPU cores or more, 16 GB of RAM and 115 GB of the free disk space. By default synchronization, the test network of Moonbeam will consume 317 GB of the disk space. So, we need to run the server with more disk space than recommended in the documentation. To install the Moonbeam RPC node, we will use Axelar documentation and the Moonbeam official guide also. So, let's start the installation process. For this, open the server console and perform the packages updates that have already installed in the system. In the description links for this video, you will find the link to my GitHub profile, where I have described the commands which you need to run. Copy the first command and paste it to the console. Waiting while update process has been completed. Copy the second command and paste to the console also. Press enter. Yes. Okay, after installing all necessary requirements, open the official Moonbeam documentation. Go to the release binary section and download Moonbeam binary file. But before do that, we need to create a temporary directory. So let's enter make dir temp, enter, and enter to this directory and perform downloading process of the Moonbeam binary file. Waiting while the download process will be completed, and then run the cd command to leave the directory. Back to the Moonbeam documentation, and then we need to downloading Moonbeam Git repository. The downloading process is in progress. And it's done. Back to the documentation and copy the next command to enter to the Moonbeam directory. Then we need to run the command to check out the latest release of the repository. Just copy, paste, enter. In the next step we need to install the Rust tool. Just copy, paste. Select the first option and press enter. Waiting while the download process will be completed, and then update your path environment variables. Just copy this command and paste. After this, we need to build the parachain binary. This process depends on your CPU power, but if you use 8 CPU cores, the build process will consume approximately 25 minutes. Okay, the installation process has been completed and it has taken 22 minutes. Let's back to our documentation. To proceed, we may use the main Axelar documentation. Go to the second chapter to create a service account and copy the binary file. Copy the first command, paste it, enter. Then we need to create a directory where our Moonbeam binary file will be stored. Just copy the command, paste. Please note, the next command we need to miss, because it is not correct. We need to move the Moonbeam directory that we downloaded previously to the AlphaNet data folder. For this, please run cd command to back to the root directory, and then please run the move command. Just press mv temp dash moonbeam and copy this path, paste, enter. After this, please back to the documentation and perform the latest command to set the owner for the AlphaNet data directory. On the next step, we need to create systemd file to start the Moonbeam process as a service Copy the command to the notepad before apply, because before saving the file we need to change your node name value to the name which you want to use for your node. In our case the name will be Axelar test. Go to the end of the file and change this field also. Then select all text, copy it and paste into the console, press enter. Back to documentation and copy the next command to add the Moonbeam service to the start list, and then run the Moonbeam service. Let's check the status of the Moonbeam service. For some reason it is not running. Okay, run the journal still command to check the logs. Something wrong with the permissions, so we need to set the correct permissions for the warlib alphanet data Moonbeam binary file. For this, just enter chmod +x and pass to the binary file to add an executable bit. After this, let's check journal, and as you can see the service is running and synchronization was begun, and it will take approximately 2 or 3 days. Close the journal, back to our doc and check the status of synchronization. Please use the following command for this, and when your node will be full synced you should see the false results, but the following output means that your node is still under synchronization. Okay, after several days let's check if our node has been synced. Copy the command, open the console of our RPC node, and as you can see we have got the false result. This means that our server has been synced. After this we need to connect our RPC Moonbeam node to the main Axelar servers. For this we need to copy this line and edit it, leave the port value as it is and set the correct IP address of our RPC Moonbeam node. Remove the current IP address and set the address of your node. Then let's back to our documentation, go to the overview section, and we need to change these options. To the RPC address field we need to add the IP address of our Moonbeam server and change false value to true. And after this we need to restart TFND and vault services to apply changes. Back to the server console and enter the nano command to edit the file. Also set the path to the file .xlr-config.tml and press enter. Go to the end of the file and you should see the section which contains the file settings for the RPC nodes. So we need to change settings for the Moonbeam server. Just copy this line which we prepared before and paste it in the RPC header line. Select and paste. It's done. And change false value to true and save the settings. Now we need back to the documentation, and as you can see we need to restart TFND and vault services to apply changes. So enter system.style restart TFND, press enter and restart vault server. After this we need to run journalctl command and check the output of the latest 100 lines of the vault service. As you may see, the service was stopped and started, and pay attention for this line. It means that our Moonbeam node has been connected successfully, and now we just need to register it. So let's close our journal, then back to the documentation and open register as maintainer of external chains section and copy the following command. Select it, copy, open the console, paste, and remove redundant options and leave only Moonbeam. Voila, on this line, and go to the end of the light, press enter, enter the password, waiting while the register process has been completed. The configuration process of the Moonbeam RPC server is ended, and then you may open the Axelar scan page, where you can find the name of the connected networks, and you should see the Moonbeam icon also. This means that RPC node has been connected successfully to the Axelar server. Thanks for your attention. In the next video we will review how to configure all the Polygon RPC node. Bye!